right. Trump's last post is causing massive hysteria across the internet. It's breaking the internet. People are losing their fucking minds. And yeah, I got some emails about it. Obviously, the chat's probably going to be pretty busy about it. But posting a AI picture with JFK saying, trust his plan. Folks, it doesn't get any more blatantly obvious than that. And I know there's a lot of critics to this. I get it. I understand it. I know some people are for, some people are against. A lot of people think you're if you believe it. I understand. But you got to state what's obvious here. He's not trolling his side. He's trolling the other side. And this is all coming on the heels when Benjamin Netanyahu is coming in town to Washington, D.C. Trump says trust his plan. Why? Look, everyone's jumping ship right now. Everyone's bailing on Trump because, hey, they don't trust the plan. They think it's ridiculous. They think it's stupid. But he's bringing in Benjamin Netanyahu, and he posts this. I mean, read the tea leaves. There's something bigger afoot here, and we're coming into a national security emergency. Stephen Bannon is even sounding the alarms. Now, before I get into this today, keep an open mind. Understand I'm all about an operation that I'm watching here. Strategy, military operation. That's what I'm seeing here. So try to keep an open mind. All right, folks, I'm back from L.A. I had a great trip in L.A. Soft White Underbelly episode is dropping pretty soon. Yeah, I sat there, and I mean, he just puts a stool right there and says, go for it. And I had to, basically give my life story in a condensed hour and some change on, they don't want I'm not going to give the happy version of my story. I kind of had to give the darkness and the demons. I think that's what people can learn from, that's kind of what I relayed on the Soft White Underbelly. So that's coming out soon. I suggest everyone to watch it. It's a pretty damn big platform. So definitely a change of gears for me. Folks, notifications, hit the notification button, like, share, subscribe. Venmo, D-Rod 1977, D-Rod 1977. I answer all the questions on Venmo. Also, Super Chat is very welcome. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being here. This is a Patriot community, a Black Sheep family. General's Tent is tomorrow with Joshua Reed. A lot of you are excited about that. I'm excited about it. Joshua Reed tomorrow at the General's Tent. Get your questions ready. Also, Ringside with Nino the very next day. So a doubleheader, man. General's Tent tomorrow, and then Ringside with Nino Wednesday, 5 p.m. for both of them. It's going to be fire, baby. Ha, 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 yeah. All right. Also, When the Lights Go Out on Amazon, leave an honest review. Please leave an honest review on that. And then the Mexican Mix, my mama's book, leave an honest review. Yes. I got to tell you, I miss California, man. I was there, and I was driving on PCH, just smelling that ocean breeze, looking at people jogging, riding their bikes. I'm like, man, do I miss this. I used to live there. I used to live in Huntington Beach back in the day when I was training. I would train in L.A. and in Huntington Beach, and what an experience that was to go back and meet with some old friends and catch up with some people. I did a in-person podcast with Eddie Bravo and John Pounders, and that was amazing. That's going to be – we're talking about the flat earth and aliens, the Nephilim, and let me tell you, it's a pretty damn exciting, good podcast. Also, I did a Gold, Lies, and Videotape with my friends that were here excavating the mountain, Victoria Peak, which, folks, this leads to so much. This rabbit hole is so deep, and it leads to two presidents, LBJ and Nixon, Watergate, the whole thing. $28 billion worth of gold in that mountain that was taken out by the deep state. Yep. Wonder where their funding's coming from. Look no further than Victoria Peak. This is it's a great series, folks. It's a short 6-episode documentary on HBO Max. I would like you guys to go check it out before you watch the podcast. I guarantee you, if you haven't seen a great documentary or movie in a while, go to HBO Max and watch my friend's documentary, Alex Alonso and Jack Clarence, Gold, Lies, and Videotape. There it is. That's it. And I got to tell you, it is an excellent, excellent documentary. I can't believe I knew these guys when they were excavating for this. I mean, I just can't believe. I remember they would tell me, yeah, we're doing an excavation on the mountain Victoria Peak. The Apaches and the conquistadores, their gold is all there in the mountain, and some believe it still is. This is a hell of a documentary. Check it out. Also, folks, get your parasite purge, just like we're purging the deep state from the parasites. You got to do it within your body, man. Everything now, people are learning everything comes down to parasites in your body. So I read about a man who felt completely fine, no symptoms, nothing unusual. Then he went to donate blood, and that's how he found out. He's been carrying a parasite for years. I believe in these parasites. I believe, I believe in the deep state parasites. I believe in spiritual parasites, the whole thing. You got to cleanse your body from time to time. He went to donate blood, and he found out that he'd been carrying a parasite for years. There's no routine test for it at a regular checkup. But for a lot of people, a blood donation is the only reason it ever gets caught at all. That's part of investigative medical journalist Jonathan Otto, what he's pointing out in his research. Feeling healthy isn't the same as being clear. Some of the most damaging parasites give almost no warning until they're found by accident. His full-spectrum protocol takes a proactive approach instead of a reactive one, combining carefully chosen biobotanicals with targeted red light and near-infrared light therapy to support the gut and the body's natural detoxification system before problems show up. This is the best solution to bizarre, unexplained symptoms, autoimmune conditions, thyroid, and hormone issues, folks. This is it right here. Go to purgemyparasitesnow.com. It's a link down there below, using the link in the description box, and use Nino45 for 45% off your order. That's Nino45 for 45% off your order. I do it all. I don't peddle anything that I don't do. So just giving you the heads up. I trust it. All right. Also, X is Nino Boxer. Nino'sCorner.shop. You know what to do there. Hoodies, caps, coffee mugs, the works. It's all there. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool clothing line, especially as we're coming into fall. Can you believe we're already going to be the last one? Is this the last month, the last month of summer? Jeez, I can't believe this. So yeah, we're already getting ready to go into fall. So get your we're getting ready to put up a new line of clothing as well. So this is going to be the last of this one. Truth Hits Hard. Get over there, get your coffee mug, your sticker sheet, because you all like to put stickers on things. Also, Nino'sCorner.tv, folks. I got the Ghost, a doubleheader with the Ghost. I got Wano saving up there right now talking about the pause, the coming pause. And guess what else? Steve Bannon is sounding the alarm bells for the pause. He's saying, I don't think we're going to have midterms. So all of a sudden, this is starting to creep in mainstream. You're going to be hearing a lot about this now. I'm telling folks, who's ahead of the ball? Can I get an amen? Sweet Jesus, hallelujah. Can I get an amen? Who's ahead of the ball on this? Who's been talking about the pause and the stoppage and the national security emergency? Yeah, now now Bannon's talking about it. More and more people are going to be catching on. But who brought it to you first? Nino'sCorner.tv. That's who. The news before the news. So Nino'sCorner.tv Live Forever special still going strong right now. You get over there. You can call the number. Alex, I think you have the number. Is it 266-900? 2769. See, I even get it wrong. 276-900-1793. Right there. 276-900-1793. Call them. Upgrade to General's tent. Upgrade to Ringside with Nino. Upgrade to Major's tent. Or live forever. Pay one time and never have the headache again. So I got Wano saving up there now. Melissa Redfield, Jerome Corsi's coming on today. Larry Ballard, Stuart Swirlow, Stephen Kuhn, who went viral for his last video saying, hey, the elite families are panicking. I got him coming on too, saying that the whole old guard, he has sources of intel inside, I guess you want to say, the firewall of Trump, and he's going to come on my show and talk about what he's hearing with the panic, with the families, the elite families panicking. So that's going to be a great show. Also, Ben Burkham, I think he's on Real America's Voice. He's coming on as well. I think he just wrote a book. So I got a lot of great guests coming on Nino's Corner.tv. And without further ado, folks, you might want to turn it down or turn it up. All right, here we go. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Yeah, baby. Let's go. All right. So it's kind of weird when people, I have some people, back in the day when I was boxing, people, hey, champ, how's it going, champ? Now it's like, hey, I watch your videos. I'm like, holy shit, what a change of gears this is. Like, yeah, I was at the airport, and a few people caught me off guard, even a person on the plane, like, hey, I watch your videos, man. So what, and we start going into it. I'm like, damn, what a weird life I've had, huh? What a strange life. Athlete to podcaster. I don't know what the hell's going on. I couldn't plan for any of this. That's for damn sure. I didn't plan for any of this. All right, let's get into it. So something has changed over the last week, actually over the last few days. I think you know what it's happening, folks. I think at least my audience, you all understand what's going on. For weeks, the idea that President Trump might invoke a national security emergency was dismissed as internet speculation. There was only one guy saying this, and that was Juanito, okay? One guy. Give credit where credit's due. Oh, I don't trust him. He wears a red ruby ring, Nino. Look, whatever. All I can tell you is give credit where credit's due. He was talking about this way before anybody else. Way before. So sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. So, President Trump might invoke a national security emergency was dismissed as internet theories, speculation, something confined to just podcasts, outer fringe podcasts, I might add, social media, and political commentators. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now that conversation is beginning to enter the mainstream. Yeah, the mainstream. The Sydney Morning Herald recently quoted Steve Bannon saying he believes President Trump will declare a national emergency before the midterm elections, arguing that the country is facing what he describes as a national security crisis surrounding election integrity. Whether you agree with Bannon or not, that's a significant shift. That's a big, significant shift. I was talking to Juan yesterday, and I was like, if we're the outer fringes of the universe with the information, Trump is the Bannon's kind of the outer solar system, right? And now it's starting to seep into the mainstream. So this is big because the conversation is no longer simply about campaign strategy. It's becoming a conversation about presidential emergency powers. And then something else happens that immediately grabbed people's attention. President Trump posted on social media telling supporters to trust the plan alongside an AI-generated image depicting himself standing next to President John F. Kennedy. Say what? Yeah. The timing fueled immediate speculation online because the post appeared just one day before Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is scheduled to arrive in Washington for another White House meeting with President Trump. Now, we all know everyone's jumping ship due to Benjamin Netanyahu. Don't do it, folks. Stick to your guns. I'm telling you that right now. Stick to your guns. No official explanation was given for the imagery or its intended meaning, but I'll break that down for you. He's continuing the operation. That's all that means. It means he's on the same page, he's fighting the same people that assassinated JFK, 9/11, the boogeyman of 2020, all of that. Those are the globalista elite. That's who we're up against. Some supporters interpreted it as a symbolic message about history, leadership, and unfinished battles. Okay, some of you. Others viewed it simply as another example of Trump's increasingly theoretical use of AI-generated images to dominate the news cycle. Whatever the intent, it instantly became part of the already growing narrative that the administration is signaling something significant could be approaching. Folks, people are sounding the alarm bells. I've been doing it for a long time, so you all are used to me. But now you got Bannon? What? Bannon saying that a national security emergency is coming. So ask yourself this. Why was the discussion accelerated? Why has the discussion accelerated so quickly? Over the last several weeks, President Trump has repeatedly returned to one central message, that election integrity is a national security issue. He ordered the declassification of intelligence related to alleged foreign interference in past elections, saying Americans deserve to know the truth before the country heads into another national election. His critics argued the released material does not substantiate his claims. Oh, they're funny, aren't they? Aren't they just so funny? Oh, yeah. Oh, that doesn't substantiate your claims. Not at all. While supporters believe additional evidence is still forthcoming. Oh, yeah, there is. At the same time, Congress remains deadlocked over election legislation. If lawmakers cannot agree, if the administration concludes that foreign interference presents an ongoing national security threat, then the obvious question becomes this: what options remain available to the president? That's exactly why this story I'm reporting on right now matters. Coincidence? The timing of the post? The timing of Bannon's remarks? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, yo. Steve Bannon isn't simply predicting an executive order. He's arguing that the groundwork is already being laid for one. Again, that's his view, not a confirmed White House announcement, but it's now being reported well beyond conservative media. Of course, critics see something entirely different. They argue that invoking emergency authorities over elections would be unprecedented and could trigger immediate constitutional challenges in federal court. Voting rights organizations and legal scholars have warned that such a move would almost certainly face intense judicial scrutiny. And we know that's coming as well. That's why this is going to be so damn ugly. So today, America finds itself watching two completely different narratives unfold simultaneously. One side believes extraordinary threats require extraordinary action. The other believes extraordinary powers would create an even greater constitutional crisis. It's going to get, folks, this is going to get so bad. This is going to get so ugly, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And somewhat between those two positions sits the American public, wondering what actually happens next. One thing is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore, though. A subject that was once dismissed as fringe is now appearing in mainstream publications, major newspapers, and national public political reporting. That alone tells you something is afoot, something important. Whether a national security emergency is ultimately declared or not, the possibility itself is now part of the national conversation. And who brought it to you first? Nino's Corner.tv. I'm very proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that. But hey, yo, I'm really proud of that. And now with Trump's cryptic trust the plan message, all perfect timing, by the way, I should add, an AI image making one of America's most iconic presidents and Benjamin Netanyahu preparing to arrive at the White House amid continuing regional tensions, Washington is heading into another week where symbolism, politics, and geopolitics are converging. The next chapter could define not only the 2026 midterms, but how presidential emergency powers, are understood for years to come. Stay alert, stay vigilant, because this story appears to just be getting started, folks. It's just the beginning. Let me get into it. So Trump will declare a national emergency before midterms, states Bannon. I'm not taking anything away from Bannon. I love Bannon. He's a friend. But let's give credit where credit's due. Who said that first? Juanito. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But we've been saying this for a long time. Long time. And here we are. We're on the brink. Now, Bannon, I believe, wants to do this. I think he states that this is going to happen sometime in August. I think Juanito feels it'll be last second October sometime. But let's see what Bannon has to say here. So Trump will declare a national emergency before midterm, says Bannon. Steve Bannon, the brainstorming godfather of the MAGA movement, follows Australian affairs more closely than almost any other American politico. He has some surprising praise for Anthony Albanese, I guess how they say his name, and some awkward advice for Pauline Hanson. But his confident prediction of America's near future is shocking. Donald Trump's campaign strategist for his 2016 election win says, I believe we will have a national emergency declared by late August, ahead of the congressional midterm elections due on November 3rd. You will have enough evidence by mid-August to show how we have that we have a massive problem, he states, of election fraud. He tells that person in the interview. Trump's televised address to the nation on Thursday last week was the beginning, just the beginning of the process, he says. The president declassified documents, which he claimed to show shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure revealed by the 2020 election. So how can you move forward if we haven't fixed the problem? Now, Trump will say, well, then a lot of people will come out and say, his critics especially, well, then how did he win 2024? It was too big. It was too big to rig. Literally. Yeah. So whenever you start thinking you're the crazy person, or, you know, you don't want to go to dinner with your family because you got them liberals there, just think about that. It was too big. It was too big. There's a lot of people that are very quiet and keep to themselves, that don't want to be bothered, don't want a brick thrown through their truck window, because these people are crazy. That's why our side is so quiet, because the crazies will come out. Except for Nino, me. Yeah, I'm doing what I do. I don't care. I'm putting it all out there. Trump sent his Homeland Security Secretary, Mark Wayne Mullen, out for following warning to issue a threat to state officials. They could face prison time unless they followed the administration's orders to remove non-citizens from roles. But Bannon says that he doesn't think there's time to pass the bill, the Save America Act. Everyone agrees with this, by the way. The Save America Act, it's not going to hit this cycle. It's just not. But you know what will? Executive orders, a national security emergency. That's what will hit this cycle. And that is what I believe is coming. Bannon believes it's coming. Juan believes it's coming. And soon the mainstream media will be reporting on this. And let me tell you, folks, the mainstream media will be eating Trump alive. They'll be eating him alive. You wait what they're going to say. Ooh, he's trying to steal it. He's trying to take it. It's going to get ugly. It's good, folks. I don't know how any way I look at this, any angle I look at this, it's going to get bad. It has to get bad. These people that read the headlines and read the mainstream media, public enemy number one, what I call it, they're going to go batshit crazy, insane when they read the headlines, because the headlines are going to say Trump is being a dictator. He's assuming all power, going to sign or invoke the Insurrection Act. I mean, this is how crazy it's going to be. And then it's in their minds, in their feeble little minds, they're going to see military and they're going to be like, oh my God, he's taking over, Betty. This is insanity. We got to fight for our rights. And let's get out there with a picket sign. Seriously, they are. I mean, come on. Is this a stretch? No. It's real. You know, I'm being honest. You know, this is true. They're going to get out there with their picket signs and yell in your face and scream and cry on the streets. But then you're going to have the violent people too. These people are the most reactive, violent people. And that's where this is going to go. Now, I think the millions and millions upon millions of immigrants that are here are going to be activated. A lot of them. I don't think we neutralized all of the threats. No, Juan doesn't either. There's wild cards everywhere. Look, like I said, even your neighbor next door might lose their shit when they see what's coming. and it's coming. Okay, it's coming. It's kind of crazy. You wouldn't think so much. You would have thought, at least I would have thought 2020 or 2024, but it looks like it's going to be the midterms as the hill everyone dies on, because this is it. This is the last hurrah for everybody, the last shot. This is it. Everyone's going to die on this hill right here. Both sides are going in all the way. Both sides are going in all the way. So Bannon is now sounding the alarm bells saying, here we go. And trust me when I tell you, this is now going to be mainstream conversation moving forward. But just remember, we said it first. So the FCC fines ABC and NBC $25 million each for skipping Trump's address. I'm having doubts about this. When my Black Sheep family looked this up, I kind of just snatched it real quick, and I didn't do my due diligence, so I always admit it when I say it. But CBS is hit with a $10 million fine for cutting out early. I don't know. The networks just learned that free airtime isn't free. The FCC has finalized massive fines against the major networks for refusing to carry President Trump's address. ABC and NBC just got hit with a $25 million fine. CBS received a $10 million fine for cutting out early. Agency insiders say the FCC has wanted to clamp down on this behavior for years. The networks receive billions in free public airwaves. In return, they have a basic civic duty to keep the American people informed. Trump finally gave the green light to enforce it. So I think this is real. I think this is really what's happening. Let me know what your thoughts are, folks. I think this is legit. Now, I always come clean and say I don't know for a fact, but it looks like it's legit to me. Investigative journalist Catherine Herridge. Now, she's important, folks, and she's going to be real important coming very soon, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm hearing Catherine Herridge has got a lot of exclusivity. How do you say that word? Exclusivity. Say it out.
Yeah, exclusivity.
There yo. All right. So say it again.
Exclusivity.
All right. So I'm hearing she's getting a lot of exclusivity to get Mo. To get Mo, baby. Off we go to get Mo. Off we go to get Mo. Off we go to get Mo. Oh, off we go to get Mo. All right. So that's what I'm hearing. I don't know for sure, but I've heard from Juanito. And he says, yeah, man, media centers are being built there for what's coming. So Catherine Harris, and I'm hearing she's going to have a lot of reporting from South. So that's what I'm hearing. So investigative journalist Catherine Harris says she found evidence that Joe Biden's family was being blackmailed by China. Would you expect anything else? I kind of feel like, here's what I feel, folks. I feel Joe Biden, to get a more lenient sentence, is turning on Obama. This is just speculation, turning on Obama. And they're going light on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden because they're cooperating with Trump. That's what I see happening here. Just a hunch. But Joe Biden's family was being blackmailed by China and shows the documents, and our mainstream media ignored the audience. So they're going to play Joe Biden. Here's what I think they're going to do. They're going to play Joe Biden as like the disabled, elderly. They're going to make it look like elderly abuse. Oh, he has dementia. It's going to look bad. He was just doing what he was told. They were taking advantage of this old man. That's how they're going to play this card. And I bet you they told Joe Biden, look, you can go this way or that way. I suggest you go this way. This is the way we're going to play it. And you better cooperate and give us everything we want. And he said, oh, you fucking damn right I will. That's what happened. That's what I believe happened. And I'm sure a lot of you agree the same way. So I think that's how they kind of reined him in, got him to give up everything on Obama. All roads lead to Obama. Yep, there it is. I'm telling you, folks, that's how I see this playing. So what we saw in the release of records, which I'm afraid I think in the media or legacy media, there was kind of a willful blindness. They didn't want to look at the records. All you had to do was spend a couple of hours. I found these records which are talking about blackmail by China. It was for President Biden's daily brief. I can conclude, I think, that it is probably about targeting his family. She explains earlier that all this was ignored and buried by the FBI, CIA, and the media in order to keep Democrats in power. So I do believe there's certain people playing ball that are looking to get a shorter or not as extensive sentence, a kind of a slap on the wrist. And that is why you see Hunter Biden right now making the rounds in with podcasters, you know, like Candace Owens, Sean Ryan, those people. He's making the rounds so you can have sympathy for him. So when this hammer drops, folks, I'm over the target. I'm telling you that right now. So when the hammer drops, people don't look any further than, well, you know, he's a crackhead. We all make mistakes. It's what it is, whatever. No big deal. Oh, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. All strategy. He wants you to like him, because the shit that's going to be coming out, people are going to be like, holy shit, you did what? How old was she? How old was he? I don't know. Get what I'm saying, folks? But as long as he's out there making the rounds and you catch him on a podcast and he's a likable guy, you'll just say, you know, we all make mistakes. No big deal. I mean, can you all see through the bullshit? Because I can. I can big time. And all these podcasts, and I'm telling you this right now, influencers that are jumping ship on Trump, it is not going to work out well for you. I promise you. And I fucking have your names. And I will call you out to my very last breath. You're all fucking ship jumper traders, okay? Sorry. Is what it is. Keep jumping ship like the rats you are. Because it's going to backfire on you, because it's going a completely different direction. What goes up must come down. China built full-size models of U.S. warships and aircraft to hone its missiles. China has built an array of replica ships, aircraft, and bases in its desert expanse. Kind of weird. You don't think of China having a desert, right? But I guess they have a desert. I guess they would have a desert, right? New images show an extensive buildup of targets and a focus on the U.S. and Taiwan. Damn. The former military official said the scale of this training was unprecedented. China is not just building replicas of U.S. warships. Satellite images analyzed by The Telegraph, a member of the Axel Springer Global Reporters Network that includes Business Insider, reveal it is also building models of fighter jets, naval bases, and Taiwanese presidential buildings. Beijing has been using these models to test its ever-growing stockpile of long-range weapons and new AI systems as it prepares to take control of Taiwan. A top priority of Xi Jinping, the Chinese president. We're going to be very sneaky. Well, you're not being very sneaky if we can see you. The accuracy of the replicas signals a highly specific focus on potential adversaries rather than generic capability building. So, they're building mock-ups of our aircraft carriers, buildings, and using them for target practice. Well, that's about as far as you're going to get, China. I don't know. I have a feeling about 2028. I don't know how you all feel about it, but I feel this is going to be, after the midterms, shit's going to get so, it's not going to go any direction anyone ever thought of. It's going to be a completely different planet, galaxy, universe. This is going in a whole different direction. Oil tanker explodes after hitting naval mine in the Strait of Hormuz. IRGC linked media claims. So an oil tanker exploded in the Strait of Hormuz after colliding with a naval mine. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, linked Tasnim news agency reported on Sunday. Tasnim said the tanker struck the mine. I guess there's a lot of mines in the Strait of Hormuz. They're still there. God, that's kind of scary, right? You're just trying to deliver some oil. Hey, yo, I got some oil for you. All right. Well, Tasman said the tanker struck the mine after leaving the route designated by Iran in the strategic waterway. That sucks. And oil burns forever. So, yeah, that's got to leave a mess. That's going to leave a mess. Where's all the environmentalists about this? Hey, you can't do that. You can't just leave oil in the water. President Trump just stunned the world and brought the mastermind behind the Benghazi attack to American soil. This actually happened a few months back, but I thought it'd be important to report on this because I'm hearing he's going to play a very important key role coming very soon with who? Hillary. Hillary Clinton. So he's getting to the justice that Hillary Clinton refused to get for our fallen heroes. Finally, we have a leader who delivers accountability. So this guy, I believe he was brought in on February. So it's not just Maduro. Trump is extracting, or he's bringing in a lot of criminal masterminds back to the States for interrogation and for justice, folks. You got to keep your eyes peeled. You got to know what's happening behind the scenes. This is happening like gangbusters. Let me tell you something else. I talk to people in Mexico, okay? Sancho knows a lot of people in Mexico. And I got to tell you, there's a secret war happening there. 𝗬𝗂_𝗏𝗂 has turned on the cartels. Telling you that right now. Telling you that right now. Things are happening in Mexico. I'm hearing a lot of big names are being taken out. Folks, with the imbalance that usually occurs in Mexico, when it does occur, there would be blood on the streets like you would not imagine. Like you could not imagine. Ciudad Juárez was a ghost town for 10 years. Car bombs, 60 to 100 people dead a day. I mean, it was the murder capital of the world. There's no reason that shouldn't be happening right now. I'm hearing our troops are there, kicking down doors and taking people down. As you're distracted with Iran. Oh. Boy, I'm on one today, huh, folks? Hope everyone's doing good. Are y'all going to catch that soft white underbelly podcast I did? It's not really. It's just me talking the whole time. I kind of felt I hold down the shows here, right? I do this stuff, but kind of talking about my demons was kind of hard for me because I feel like I'm still struggling, right? We all struggle with demons. We all still have them, right? It's like sometimes you just name them. You get so used to them being there, you're like, oh, it's you again. But to have to talk about him and give him attention kind of got to me. I kind of broke down in tears during the podcast or in the interview. So, because I mean, it's just so, man, I still can't believe my life. The shit that I've been through, man. But I'm happy to be sober and doing what I'm doing. And if it inspires any of you, shit, man, we're all in this together, man. Life is hard. It's, what is Sylvester's? It's not about not getting hit. It's about how hard you get hit and keep coming forward. It's true. It's absolutely true. It's how you respond to things. Secret recording inside the Plano, Texas town hall meeting where Muslims are caught on camera calling for Sharia law. Muslim says they don't fear Sharia law coming to the U.S. because, well, it's already here. We need to take this extremely serious. So this is from Wall Street Apes on X. Sharia is a beautiful guide. Oh, gosh. Is a beautiful guidance Allah has given. Some people may fear Sharia as Sharia is coming to the U.S. Okay, that is the fear. And I say to them, do not fear. Sharia is not coming to the U.S. And the reason it's not coming to the U.S. is because it's already here, is what they're saying. Here's just some few parts of Sharia law. Here's what. So can it coexist with the Constitution? All right. So death penalty for apostasy. I don't know what that word. What is it? Do you know what that is, Alex? Apostasy. What does that mean? Death penalty for apostasy. What does that mean?
It's the formal abandonment, renunciation, or disaffiliation from a religious faith, belief system, or previous loyalty.
Oh, so they want you all dead. Okay, well, there's that. Death penalty for blasphemy. Yeah, staring to death. Wait, what does it say? Stoning to death. Oh, stoning to death. Oh, my bad. Stoning to death for adultery. Married persons. Okay, so is that men too? They don't stone men, do they? Men can commit adultery, can't they, or what?
I think that's less enforced, at least. Yeah,
They throw pebbles at the guys.
Yeah, a couple of pebbles is it.
Oh, amputation for the hand of theft. Oh man, we're getting really archaic here, man. Amputation for the hand of theft. So if you're like 5-year-old or 10-year-old, steal something, candy, whatever, you're gonna amputate their arm. Death penalty for hey, those acts, you're gonna die. All right. Permission for slavery and sexual use of female slaves. Child marriage, no fixed minimum age. Jesus, man. Child marriage. No this is I can't, dude. This is insane. No fixed minimum age. Unfucking I can't even bleh! Unequal legal rights for women. Yeah, this can't coexist. This can't coexist with the Constitution. And there's no way. Yeah, and it goes on to say more. This is crazy. This is insane. But yeah, so they're saying it's already here. Sorry, not sorry. So what are we gonna do, folks? Like, what do you suggest? Put it in the comments. How do we go about this problem? Because they're just gonna keep breeding. And if your mom or your sister, your niece, your daughter is walking down the street in a neighborhood, and she's not wearing the gear, I mean, what happens? I mean, this is going to keep growing. This could be a big problem for the United States. I'm just saying. I think we can contain it now, but it doesn't look to me like it's stopping. So, van slams into crowd at Berlin Pride Festival, killing 1 and injuring 16 as police identify the suspect. A van slammed into people gathered at Berlin's famed Pride Festival on Saturday night, killing 1 person, injuring at least 15, and prompting police to call off the celebrations, and a concert in the German capital hours after they had begun. You know, I was driving through West Hollywood with John Pounders. We were driving by, and that's like the real hey area, and we were looking around. I was like, damn, dude, it's pretty clean. They keep things clean. That's for damn sure. Like I was looking around, I was like, this is the cleanest part of LA I've ever seen. This is the cleanest part of any city I've ever seen. So hey, they're clean from what I can see. I one time I went to I was in West Hollywood, and I went to a gym there, and I didn't know what West Hollywood what it was known for. And I remember I went to the gym there. I wanted to lift some weights. I was like, man, I got to go hit the weights. So I walked into this gym in West Hollywood, and I get in there, and I'm like, man, something feels off. There's a lot of dudes looking at me. It was weird. I was like, okay, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Hey, yo, what's up? And I remember like it was very friendly. They were just very friendly, and they're very clean. And I remember I'm like getting ready to do my bench press, and I get down there, and I'm getting ready to. I got like 2 plates on each side of the quarter, and I'm getting ready to go, and like 5 dudes came up to me like, hey, you need a spot? You need a spot? You need a spot? I was like, wow, these guys are very friendly. They really want to help me out on my workout here. They're very nice. And then it clicked. Oh, wait a minute. Especially when the guy was wearing a spandex, right, and his balls are in my face. I'm getting ready to go. I was like, okay, you know what? I think I could do this myself. Thank you very much. And I told him to go on his way. Very nice guy, you know, a little too nice. So, yeah, but it's very clean. It's very, very clean. I gotta say. Okay, let's get to the next one here. Elon Musk says that within the next 10 years, money will completely disappear, and you will own no money. Get this, folks. Sounds like socialism to me, maybe even communism. You will own no money because there will be no need for it, as robots and AI will provide everything you need. Remember, folks, technocracy. As long as they own it's not about money anymore. They don't care about money. They care about technology. If they own, he who owns not the gold, but the technology runs the world. And who owns it? Well, people like Elon Musk, Bezos, Zuckerberg, and the people above them, which are a lot. Craig Lund talks about this on many podcasts. But as long as they control the technology, they don't care. And that's where we're at now. We've made a shift from money to technology. And that is why he's preaching this, because he's saying, oh, no. We'll all be good. We'll all be the same. It sounds just like Kissinger. You'll own nothing and be happy. No. You'll be okay. Robots will be doing everything for you. It's going to be okay. No. There won't be no doctors. There'll be AI doctors. No, government? You don't need a government. AI runs all that. Self-driving cars, self-driving planes, trucks. This is going to get, folks, I just want to stay alive just to see this. I know it's going to be bad. Yeah, it's going to be good in some things. Probably the next 5-10 years, 5-6 years will be good. But then after that, I don't see it, especially people like me and a lot of my audience. You guys were born, what I like to say, born in the old world. Before the paradigm shift of internet, cell phones, AI, all that. You all remember what it was like, record players, 8-tracks. You all remember that. Come home when the lights come on. It's not like that anymore. We are not living in that dimension any longer. It's over. It's been gone. That America is dead. We are now going into a post-internet, this is going to be AI, quantum, everything. It's going to be the most bizarre time to be alive. And it's not going to be the young people that are being born right now that are going to notice it. It's going to be us. It's going to be all of us that have lived on both paradigms. It's like you're going to tell your kids, your grandkids, I lived in a time where we had no cell phones, where we had no internet. They're going to look at you. This is the same way we looked at people on horse and buggy. It's going to be the fucking same, if not worse. They're going to look at you like prehistoric, like an artifact. This is what's coming. And guess what? You don't even have to be that old. You could be my age. 40s, 50s, 60s, you might as well be a fucking dinosaur to the youth that's coming. And guess what? This youth that's coming is going to be what's taking care of us as we get old. And let me tell you, folks, as far as I can see, they don't give a shit about anybody but themselves. It's going to be a scary time. So, hey, us old people need to band together, you know? Musk compares AI and robots to a personal god that will provide humans with everything they need, including food, housing, transportation, and entertainment. If robots and AI are providing more goods and services than any human could possibly consume, what do you need money for? Jeez, this is crazy. AI companies are now buying books or are now buying antique books, ingesting their contents to train models, and then destroying them at incredible record speeds. Traditional books have been good for two things, reading and looking nice on the shelf, but AI companies are interested in neither. To those building large language models, books are nothing more than fodder to be devoured en masse before being spit out like fish bone. Wow. Often they're happy to use digital books, or even better, pirated digital books, as Meta has been accused of doing, and as Anthropic. So they're devouring old books and just throwing them away, just trashing them. Folks, I don't know about you, but I see this as completely dangerous. I don't feel good about this. And even though Trump is optimistic and, hey, we're the golden age, I don't fucking see that. I see this as dangerous, as the beast. And I know I'm worried about a post-Trump era, okay? That's me. That's just me. I don't trust Vance. I don't. I'm looking ahead here. Let's get to super chats, Alex. Let's try the super chats. Let's go for it. All right, so starting the super chats, Mario 21.7. I think that's what it is. Super sticker, thank you. My eyes are a little blurry right now. I don't know why. I was staring at the phone. Kelly Pineski 576. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you. Bus driver 5570 super sticker. I hope you listen to some Nino on your drives. I hope you let all the kids listen to some like real education. All right, next one. Big time 17-ounce midterm meltdown and constitutional crisis coming to a town near you. You were born for this. Absolutely, we all were. This is what I think we all chose to be born at this time. 𝗀𝗂𝗶𝗋𝗂𝗁𝗡 576 super sticker. Thank you so much. 𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗂1001 love and appreciate you, Nino. Love you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of these. And if you don't want to give on this, you can go to Venmo �D-Rod1977. Mr. Storm Surge, God bless you and yours, Nino. Thank you so much. 𝗀𝗂𝗶𝗋𝗂𝗁𝗡 576, you're back. Super sticker. Thank you. Janice Taylor 9768 super sticker. Thank you so much. Man, all of you very, very nice. Thank you. I appreciate all this. Oh gosh. AG Tim, I guess. Locked in. God bless you all, Patriot warriors. Absolutely. Pretty crazy what's happening right now, man. I'm just reading the tea leaves for you all. That's all I do. 𝗀𝗂𝗶𝗋𝗂𝗁𝗡, you're back. Thank you so much. What does it say? Lee Fry, I guess. We love you, Nino and fam. What is supposed to happen during the pause? Simply chain issues, financial crisis. What else? That's what I was trying to get out of Juan. That's on Nino's Corner.tv right now. He says the 10 days of darkness are going to happen later down the road. So the pause is going to be one thing. Yes, probably civil unrest. This is going to be the deep state's last stand. So yeah, the pause is going to be something in itself, but then it's going to lead to other things, which I imagine 2027 is going to be a hell of a ride. A hell of a ride. James, God dang, man. This all kind of runs together. Ranes, I guess. 4795, blessing Black Sheep family. See you on ringside. Yeah, tomorrow is General's Tent. Call the number if you want to upgrade. And the next day is ringside with Nino. So call the number if you want to upgrade. Nino's Corner.tv. Kelly Ray 1982, great show, praying for justice and for you. Thank you so much. Love you big. All right, folks, let's get to some what the fuck news in what the fuck news. This is crazy. And I don't know how you guys feel about this. Would you do it if they were going to put a foreign object in your body? That sounds weird. Okay, so they were going to implant you with something, a device, to better your senses in any way, shape, or form. Let's say you're paralyzed, you can walk again. Let's say you're deaf, you can hear again, blind to see again. Would you let them put in a chip? Because that's what it's coming down to now. And I don't know how I feel about this. If I'm not, you got to walk in that person's shoes. So eye implant that restores vision to the blind is now cleared for sale. Are you friggin' kidding me? An eye implant that can help blind people see again is poised to hit the market in Europe, at least. On Wednesday, the U.S.-based Science Corporation announced that it had received approval for the European Union to treat patients with its vision-restoring bionic eye. Jeez. In a huge step towards the commercialization of the technology, we have a cochlear implant for vision now. CEO Max Haddock told the news. Science Corp's device is designed to treat advanced macular degeneration, a condition in the eye which causes central vision loss. It's the leading cause of vision loss in older adults, with severe forms of accounting for nearly 90% of legal blindness in the U.S. So a lot of older people will probably be getting this. I mean, if you could see again, why not? This is just the beginning, folks. Soon, I imagine the future is going to be like, you're going to be looking at people and things, depending on the money you have, like Terminator. You're going to just spot someone, and it's going to tell you their history, who they are, their social credit score, the whole thing. This is all coming. You're not stopping this. This is the direction the world is going. You're not stopping this. To restore vision, the Prima device uses a wireless chip. Yep, there it is. There's the chip that's surgically implanted under the retina. This connects with a pair of camera-equipped glasses, which transmits video in the form of near-infrared light that the chip turns into electrical signals interpreted by the brain. Damn. Patients who used the device were able to recognize faces again and even read books. One of our patients in France finished a 300-page novel a little while ago and sent us the book. We have a sketch on the wall that one of our patients drew on the Sydney Opera House. There are videos of patients playing crossword puzzles and filling in Sudoku, whatever it is. Sudoku, whatever. So, I don't know. Would you do it? Would you do it? I don't know, man. I mean, if you could walk again, talk again, listen, hear again, see again, why wouldn't anybody? I think anybody would do this. My thing is, at what cost? I mean, I don't know. I mean, buy or sell, chip in the hand, chip in the brain. Soon, I don't think you're going to be able to socialize without a chip. I think that's just the way it's going to be, and everyone's going to want it. It's not going to even be, it won't even be pressed upon you. Think about this, folks. The flock camera thing, your phone. You never thought that everybody would be carrying one of these, and this watches you all day long. Everyone was against Big Brother, but now everyone has one of these. This is like commonplace. And we were all against it in the beginning, but now we're just all like, well, whatever. They listen to you all day long. Sometimes I can think something and it comes up on the internet. It's crazy. So we're already being tracked and looked at and researched by aliens. All right, folks, I got to jump on to a Noble Gold podcast right now. They want to talk about what's coming on the market. Big things coming. Also, look for that soft white underbelly to drop soon. I'm kind of nervous about that, to be honest with you. I'm like, oh, man, I kind of bared my soul on there. Kind of nervous. Ugh. Oh, well. Alex, what do you think of the show? It was just me and you today.
Great show, Nino. Great show. Yeah, these implants and things. I mean, it's, like an eye implant, an ear implant. If people can walk again, that's where we want this type of direction, the direction of things to go. But then it becomes like the chip in your hand, and then it's like maybe at first it's voluntary, and then they start making more and more things requiring it, and that kind of slide.
They're probably going to make it to just the elites, the high status people have it, and I bet you anything, dude, they're going to break down the world into regions, like that movie, Justin Timberlake movie, Time or whatever, where like everything's like a region. Like if you make this much money, you're in this region, and then your car can't go past a certain distance, and everybody's going to live in their own regions with their own doctors, AI, and it's going to be a system set up like that. Social credit score, and depending on your social credit score, will allow you to go to the next region. That's what I think is coming.
Yeah. The Hunger Games shows stuff like that. The Man in the High Castle shows like that. So yeah,
it's a scary time, dude. I'll be honest. Like, I see a lot of benefits, but absolutely, this could be a nightmare for a lot of people, man. I mean, if you make a lot of money and you're one of the elites, oh yeah, good, or okay, whatever. But 90-something% of the people don't. So, it's going to be a nightmare for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, just control what you can control. The food that you put in your body, the amount of water that you drink, the exercise, physical activity, and just try to be as strong and healthy and not dependent on these different systems as you can for as long as you possibly can. And there are way more of us than there are of them. And they want to always create that perception that's tilted the other way, but it's not. There's way more of us than there are them. So we just got to remember that and stay strong and healthy, folks.
But it's about organizing. It's about coming together. It's about watching podcasts like mine. The Black Sheep family, baby.
Black Sheep family. All right, folks.
Yeah, folks, we're out of here. Thank you so much. And folks, don't forget, tomorrow, General's Tent with Joshua Reed. The next day, Ringside with Nino, where we war game together. It's the Black Sheep family. It's the Patriot Network. I'll see you there. So 2 days in a row. Tomorrow's General's Tent, and the next day is Ringside with Nino. Love all of you. I'm out of here. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the Black Sheep of broadcasting, baby. Later.